Hi guys and welcome to Aksharshala. In today's video, we are going to learn about a very important topic in English grammar, pronouns. So what are pronouns? Pronouns are basically words that are used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. In a sentence, it replaces a noun. Let us understand this better with the following example. Gargi is a little girl. Gargi likes to make cakes and everyone loves those cakes. And this is why Gargi has many friends. Gargi's friends are also very nice. I'm sure we all felt the awkwardness of the above few sentences. Let us now read the modified version. Gargi is a little girl. She likes to make cakes and everyone loves those cakes. And this is why she has many friends. Her friends are also very nice. This was easier to read and certainly felt more engaging as well. So now that we know what are pronouns and why we need them, let us talk about the different types of pronouns. As you can see on my screen, there are 8 different types of pronouns and we are going to study about each of them in deep detail. So let us start with personal pronouns. A personal pronoun is a short word we use as a simple substitute for the name of the person. Basically, these pronouns are used in the name of a person. They are specific, as in they help us to know the gender, the number, and the case of the noun. Okay? So some examples are he, she, it, they. Let us go back to the first slide. Like you can see in this sentence, Gargi is a little girl. She likes to make cakes and everyone loves those cakes. Here, she and her, they are personal pronouns. So I hope everybody is clear with the concept of personal pronouns. Let us go ahead with possessive pronouns. So what are possessive pronouns? Possessive pronouns are used to express ownership. For example, if you want to say that a book belongs to you, you will say, this book is mine. Mine here is a possessive pronoun. These pronouns can identify both single or multiple people. You can see some examples on your screen, like her, it's, mine, yours. So you can pause the video and read all of them. Next comes demonstrative pronouns. So what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns, as the name suggests, points out at something specific in a sentence. These pronouns indicate objects in space or in time. Okay? They might also indicate a person. It's not just objects, they might also indicate a person. They can be singular, they can be plural. So let us consider the following sentence. This is a nice book. So what the word this means in the above sentence, I said, this is a demonstrative pronoun. So more examples are this, these, that, those, etc. I hope everybody is clear with demonstrative pronouns. So now we come to reflexive and emphatic pronouns. What are reflexive and emphatic pronouns? When the action of a verb turns back on the subject, it's called a reflexive pronoun, and emphatic as compound personal pronouns. So these pronouns are basically the objects of the verb. Emphatic pronouns, they are basically the objects of the verb. In the sentence, I fell over and hurt myself, myself is a reflexive pronoun. Or let us consider another sentence, he was hugging himself. Himself is another reflexive pronoun. I hope everybody is clear with reflexive and emphatic pronouns. So now we should move ahead with interrogative pronouns. So pronouns that are used to ask questions are interrogative pronouns. It's as simple as that. For example, when you're asking the question, who is there? The word who is an interrogative pronoun. Okay, so now that we are clear with interrogative pronouns, let us go ahead with relative pronouns. So what are relative pronouns? Relative pronouns introduces a dependent or relative clause and it connects to an independent clause. Let us try to understand this better with an example, right? So, my dog, who is very playful, jumped on me. Here, who is used as a relative pronoun. So, like some of you might feel confused between relative and interrogative pronouns because who is used in interrogative and it's also used in relative. So, there might be some confusion. So basically in interrogative pronouns, you ask questions which can be answered by nouns, okay? But relative pronouns, it just simply connects an independent clause with a dependent one. So I hope this is clear now. Words might be same, but they have completely different meanings, because in this sentence, my dog who is very playful. Here you are not asking a question. You use the word who for the dog. You are telling another quality about it. So that's a relative pronoun. Let's go with reciprocal pronouns now. So reciprocal pronouns are basically used to indicate that two or more people have carried out an action and they are both going to receive the consequences for it. When you use the use the sentence, they played games with each other. Each other is a reciprocal pronoun. The games that the two people were playing together, they were done by both of those people and they both enjoyed those games, the consequence. So if reciprocal pronouns are clear, let us go ahead with indefinite pronouns. So what's an indefinite pronoun? Indefinite pronouns don't specifically point out what it is referring to. It is just vague, okay? So for example, in the sentence, someone was here. You are talking about a person who was there, who was at that place, but you don't know who that person is. So you will use a vague someone for that person because you don't know about the identity of that person. So you are going to use the pronoun someone, an indefinite pronoun. Someone, anyone, these are all indefinite pronouns. So now that we are clear with the types of pronouns, let us do the following exercise. This is a very simple exercise. Basically, you have to read this paragraph and you have to identify the pronouns in this paragraph. I encourage you guys to pause this video and try it out for yourselves so that you can get confident in the types of pronouns that are used. So the highlighted words, this is the answer for the previous exercise. Here we have another exercise where you have to identify the types of pronouns that are highlighted. And please pause this video, please try this yourselves so that you know about pronouns, you are actually able to work with it. So pause this video, try it for yourselves. And here is the solution for the previous exercise. Please compare your answers with it. And it's okay if you got some of them wrong. It's fine. It's totally fine. This is a new concept for you and you should just give your best. So now we have the summary for the video. So a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase is called a pronoun. So what is a pronoun? It replaces a noun. So that's a pronoun. And we use pronouns to make sentences clearer, less awkward and smoother. Like you remember that example. So just remember how awkward the first one felt and how more engaging the second one felt. And you must understand, and I think it must be clear to you now why pronouns are important. Then we come to the different types of pronouns, which was personal, possessive, demonstrative, reflexive and emphatic, interrogative, relative, reciprocal and indefinite. Personal pronouns are used in place of the name of a person. Possessive pronouns are used to indicate that something belongs to you. Demonstrative pronouns, just like the name suggests, points out at something specific. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns are where the action of a verb turns back on the subject. Pronouns that are used as question are interrogative pronouns. Relative pronouns relates an independent clause with a dependent one. Reciprocal pronouns are basically when an action is carried out by two people and the consequences are suffered by both of them. And indefinite are vague pronouns which indicate about something or someone you don't know about. And then we had some exercises for practice. That is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this and I hope I helped you with this topic. Thank you.